ABC 6 News at 6 starts with this breaking news alert.
Transparency, accountability, cooperation. These are our bedrock values.
Breaking tonight, a push for transparency and the release of body camera footage from 3 police shootings over the last 8 days.
The first one happened last Monday on the west side, the second Saturday on the east side, and the third happened overnight in the Hilltop.
The police want to be transparent, the city wants to be transparent, and we want to be transparent as well.
Now, tonight we're going to show you each of these police-involved shootings. We'll warn you ahead of time here. The footage is disturbing. Let's start with last week's shooting at the Wedgwood Village Apartments. There was some kind of fight, and an officer fired his gun.
Hey, get on the ground!
You can see the fire happened at close range. The person dropped to the ground with his hands up, but no one was hit by the bullet, and police took a teen and 2 men into custody.
In the second shooting Saturday afternoon, a teenager gets hit by a bullet after getting out of a car. Again, we warn you, the video is disturbing. Watch and listen closely because the sound is low. Police say the teen and another person got out of the car with guns. The teen is expected to recover. Police took 4 people in all into custody and say they recovered multiple weapons.
And then this morning, the deadly shooting at a Hilltop apartment. A man shot as officers tried to serve a search warrant. You'll hear the shot, but we'll freeze the video just before the shooting.
We're gonna send that dog in. Hey, I'm doing this.
The search warrant was for domestic violence, assault, and gun-related charges. The man who was shot was lying in bed, and police say they thought he had a weapon, but it turned out to be a vape pen.
Again, all of this is a push for more transparency amid growing calls for more openness from the Columbus police. Our Tom Bosco just heard from city and police leaders. Tom, what can you tell us?
Well, you know, over the last couple of years, the mayor and the city have pushed for a lot of changes in the Columbus Police Department, and now the mayor and the chief are pleading with the community to let those changes, those new policies and examinations of police play out. He's talking about a new inspector general, handing things over to BCI for their independent investigation. Both of them say they will support officers when officers do the right things, and they will hold officers accountable when those officers do the bad things. So what does the mayor think about what he saw on those tapes today?
It is critically important for us to let this independent investigation to take place. This is what I know. We now have body-worn camera footage. We have independent investigations being conducted by BCI under the Attorney General's office. We now have a civilian review board. We have an inspector general. We have all of the accountability, transparency, and oversight that we worked so hard to put in place. As a community, we need to let that process play out.
Everyday officers are put in compromising, potentially life-threatening situations in which we are required to make split-second decisions. As the chief, it is my job to hold my officers accountable, but it's also my job to offer them support and make sure that I give that to them through the process.
And those administrators, of course, saying that the Bureau of Criminal Investigation will conduct that investigation into all 3, well, actually into 2 of those incidents. The first incident that happened at the Wedgwood Apartments won't be reviewed since no one was struck, no one was injured there. BCI today says there's no way for them to tell how long those investigations will last. Live on your side in downtown Columbus, I'm Tom Bosco, ABC 6 News.
Thanks, Tom. And a teenager shot in the face. Tonight, Columbus police are trying to find out how it happened. And the police say they found the 13-year-old boy around 1 a.m. in the Hilltop near West Broad and South Harris Avenue. Rushed him to the hospital. He is expected to recover. Again, no arrests yet.
I'm determined to ban assault weapons in this country. Determined.
And the president getting emotional today while laying out his Safer America plan in Pennsylvania. This plan calls for, quote, common sense gun control, along with hiring more police officers. You can stay updated on crime and efforts to fight it by downloading the ABC6 app. You can get crime alerts sent directly to your phone if you search WSYX ABC6 in the App Store.
Mangled metal and lost lives. A horrifying scene in the Westerville neighborhood today. A car smashed into a tree off Liberty Lane around noon, killing 2 people. The victims are apparently adults, but we don't have names or ages. Police aren't saying how the crash happened. We'll keep pushing them for details and bring you any new updates on air and online.
He tried to save his dog and gave up his life in the process. Tonight we're learning the man who was pulled from a pond near Alum Creek Drive in Obetz yesterday has died. Police have finally identified him as 50-year-old James Stevens. A witness told ABC6 that Stevens' dog jumped in the water to play with some other dogs and he jumped in after it. It's believed he was underwater for a half hour before divers were able to find him. The dog managed to swim out.
Herson Fuentes back in court today. He's the man accused of raping and impregnating a girl who went to Indiana for an abortion. The case made national headlines, and there was speculation Fuentes would make a plea deal to rape charges. But the case was continued today, and Fuentes will face trial in October. He also faces life in prison without parole if he's convicted.
A live look right now into a meeting that will perhaps lead to Intel's next steps in building its $20 billion semiconductor facility in Licking County. The Ohio EPA is holding an information session about what is called the draft air permit from Intel. And the meeting will be capped off with public questions and comments, residents sharing concerns about Intel's environmental impact. We have a crew inside that meeting going on right now. It's in New Albany, and we'll have a full report for you tonight at 11.
In the meantime, the political turmoil in the neighboring city of Johnstown comes to a head tonight. The Licking County Board of Elections will tally the votes from a recall election for Johnstown's mayor and city council president. Polls are open until 7:30, and results are expected about an hour after they close. Intel's project is only about a mile from Johnstown. Council President Marvin Block tells ABC6 he considers himself a watchdog for the taxpayer. However, others accuse him of being a bully.
Excitement on the football field, anticipation on the basketball court. We're 4 days away from the Buckeyes season opener against Notre Dame, a high-ranked matchup with very high stakes. And also, Columbus is in the running now to once again host the NCAA Women's Final Four. And the city showed off its stuff today.
Tremendous anticipation for the season opener. After all, just the 7th meeting between the Buckeyes and the Fighting Irish.
The Football Fever's Clay Hall going one-on-one with no less than Coach Day today. Much anticipation here, sir?
Oh, no question, and I'm going to date myself here. Anticipation is making me late and keeping me
waiting.
There you go. Carly Simon sang it. I'm feeling it, but not much longer. When September comes and the season rolls, I'm usually locked in, anticipating some fabulous freshman or a superb senior. Not this time. But this week, at least for me, it's Jim Knowles in the defense. Are you equally as curious?
Excited. Yeah, excited to see how those guys play, and I've had an opportunity to watch them every day in practice, build and grow, and learn how to play as a unit, play with confidence, be decisive in what they're doing. So, yeah, excited to see them get on the field and, kind of show Buckeye Nation what they've been up to.
And what is Jim Knowles serving up? He says same process, different expectations for him, but he hasn't decided if he'll coach from the press box or the sideline. It's getting late in the game, Coach.
I've got it worked out. I'm just not telling you, that's all.
Well, we're gonna see you.
Okay, well then you'll see.
Okay.
All right.
He has no qualms about the team's preparedness.
What I tell them on game day is all their mistakes are on me. So during the week, I make sure they know about their mistakes, and I'm hard on them. But on game day, all their mistakes on me because if they're not ready, it's my fault.
Really can't wait. You put in a lot of work for it, in the summer, in the winter, all those workout hours and stuff like that, just finally be able to show the world and show everyone what we've been doing. Kate said it before our practice yesterday, the time is here, get to show everyone what we've been putting in.
Almost go time in the Shrine, known as the Horseshoe. The Rocket ready to take off Saturday night on ABC6. And early in camp, Jim Knowles talked about unleashing the defensive line. The quote was, "And we will unleash them." End quote. On your side, I'm Clay Hall for the Football fever.
Yes.
Take it. Take it.
Thank you, Clay. ABC6 is your home for the Buckeyes this weekend. Clay and the rest of the Football Fever crew bringing you a special preview show Friday night at 7. They're back at 11 on Saturday for the pregame show, followed by the primetime kickoff at 7:30. And then stick around after the game for a full Fever wrap. Again, all of it right here on ABC6.
Well, Columbus can never get enough sports, and there is a chance now that more could be coming here. Big-time stuff. Members of the NCAA in town today for a site visit. Central Ohio could be hosting the women's basketball Final Four once again. Last time it was here was in 2018, and you'll remember that was one for the ages. Terrific stuff. And that made a major impact on the economy. Over $21 million came in from direct visitor spending. So with that much success, there's a chance we could run it back.
Our goal is for our championship to be the mega elite premier women's sporting event in the world, not just women's basketball. So a place like Columbus and having that type of infrastructure, the support, the desire to be engaged within that space is really important.
Columbus could host a Final Four between the years 2027 and 2031. Each year they'd be eligible, and they're competing right now with 7 other cities. But of course, we're a known quantity here, and the NCAA will announce their picks by the end of this year.
Do you have enough time to do your job in a safe and effective manner?
A lot of pharmacists are answering that question with a no. The healthcare headache that may be a bitter pill for all of us. Coming up after the break.
And getting closer to adoption, a status check on the 100 rescued beagles that are now in our state.
A beautiful evening if you want to get out in the neighborhood and enjoy some of this fresh air. The rain is gone, the sunshine is out there for now. Sun goes down a little after 8 o'clock and we'll still be in the 70s through 9. By 11 o'clock tonight, we're down to 69 degrees. I'll look at the rest of your week and when we might, maybe, possibly have a shower.
There is not a broad shortage of pharmacists in Ohio or in the United States.
But some pharmacies are struggling to staff their counters, and we're not talking about the big chains here.
Pharmacies have been front and center during the pandemic, doing everything from testing and immunizations to general health care.
Yeah, now some places are offering big bucks to get pharmacists to work there. Terry Sullivan digging deeper into an issue that could impact your family's health.
Several pharmacies are now offering big-time signing bonuses to attract pharmacists, up to $75,000 in some cases. But despite all that, there seems to be no big rush to put on a lab coat.
When you're thinking about being a healthcare professional, it's not about the money.
Michael Murphy is an assistant professor of clinical pharmacy at the OSU College of Pharmacy. He's also an advisor for state government affairs for the American Pharmacists Association.
A sign-on bonus for many pharmacists is not going to be the make or break it deal for pharmacists. It's really going to be about, can they do their job safely and effectively?
And Murphy says, according to a recent survey, a majority feel they can't.
70% of respondents, so mostly pharmacists, said they did not have appropriate time in order to do their job safely and effectively. What we've really seen over the past several months is that there's a shortage of pharmacists that are willing to work in understaffed and under-resourced pharmacies.
He says that ties into another issue involving pharmacy benefit managers, or PBMs, third-party administrators who manage prescription drug benefits programs.
They're not really regulated by the state or federal governments. And because of that, over the past several years, we've seen that they have taken advantage of pharmacies and decreased reimbursements to them and actually really undermined the stability of their business model.
He says that's forced many mom and pop stores to make some tough decisions.
Do they close up shop, or do they hire less pharmacists? Do they hire less pharmacy technicians to help support them?
Murphy says discussions are going on right now at the state and federal levels to address these challenges and encourage changes to ensure everyone's safety. Until it's resolved, it could be tough medicine for the rest of us. I'm Terry Sullivan reporting.
Terry, thank you. The Bureau of Labor Statistics had predicted a 4 to 6% growth rate for pharmacists between 2019 and 2021. But of course, that was pre-COVID. Now the Bureau projects a 2% decline over this decade. Analysts say COVID made an already tough job even tougher, with pharmacists handling testing, vaccines, and booster shots, on top of filling out regular prescriptions. The median salary for pharmacists in 2021 was over $128,000.
Tomorrow is International Overdose Awareness Day, and local health groups are trying to save lives. People can get free Narcan and fentanyl test strips at several pop-up locations across Columbus tomorrow. That'll be throughout the day. Also, a memorial service will be held from 4 to 6 at the Columbus Public Health Headquarters on Parsons Avenue. More than 6,000 pinwheels will be on the front lawn there to mark the number of overdoses, non-fatal and fatal, that happened in Franklin County alone last year. 6,000. Also, Governor DeWine has ordered flags to be flown at half-staff at public buildings. For a list of those Narcan pop-up locations and times, just head over to abc6onyourside.com.
Ready? Yep. Oh, that distinctive beagle sound right there. ABC6 was the only TV station to show you the 100 rescued beagles that arrived in Columbus last night. They were among thousands taken from a Virginia company that bred and sold them for scientific research. The dogs were distributed to Columbus Humane and 8 other Ohio animal agencies. Today we checked with the Licking County Humane Society, which has 6 of the beagles, all of them 1.5-year-old girls. 6 pups passed their initial medical exams, but the Humane Society will keep monitoring them. If you're looking to adopt one of these precious pups, oh, come on. You can find the application on the U.S. Humane Society's website. You can apply now, but the dogs won't be able to go home until after they're spayed on September 6th. You can find a link to the Humane Society's webpage over on abc6onyourside.com.
You get the feeling we're going to be hearing the poignant voice of the beagle all over Central Ohio.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
Here soon, yeah.
Well, and not just here either. It sounds like they're going to be all over
the country. All over the country. They're everywhere.
Right. So, good night to get out and walk the dog. Yep. It is beautiful out there right now, and it's going to stay that way over the next couple of days. We still have beautiful sunshine, at least for the next couple of hours. The sun goes down a little after 8 o'clock. You've still got some sunshine long after the sun goes down, or at least half an hour or so after it does. So we'll be able to enjoy that through the rest of the evening. Couple of puffy clouds here and there, but you're getting sunshine in between those. 80 degrees at the airport, breeze out of the northwest right now at 13 miles per hour. That does help keep our humidity down just a little bit. Dew point's at 61. Your Tempstar Heating and Cooling Products current conditions: Cambridge at 78, New Lex at 76, Lancaster at 79, Courthouse is down to 75. Marysville at 79, and it's 80 in Logan and Athens. So for your night tonight, clearing, cooler, lots of stars, high pressure building in. We'll drop to 59 for the overnight low. There goes the cold front that gave us the issues for the daytime yesterday. That is out of here. The rain went with it. Now we're looking at some high pressure building in for a few days. It's going to slowly meander up the Ohio River Valley. So by Wednesday morning, you've got sunshine, clear skies Wednesday night, and that high just keeps getting closer to us during the overnight hours into Thursday. So daytime on Thursday puts it almost right on top of us with another beautiful blue sky. Looking pretty good for the next at least 3 days. At the school bus stop in the morning, no need for a raincoat there. 59 degrees. It's cool, but you're dry. 80 degrees during the afternoon, so recess outside for the daytime tomorrow. And your comfort index does creep up a little bit over the next few days, but it's still very nice all the way through Friday. It's going to be this weekend before it starts to get muggy and even a little humid for the rest of the weekend. 81 degrees tomorrow, mostly sunny, very pleasant. That low humidity is going to make all the difference. Yesterday we were at 91. Today we were low 80s. Tomorrow will be low 80s. Staying there for Thursday, 82 degrees with lots of sunshine and another beautiful day. Friday, let's do it again, 84 with plenty of sunshine. That gets us into your weekend. Saturday, it's a little bit more humid, but still not a bad day for tailgating and a perfect evening for the game. 86 for the high, 84 on Sunday. By Monday and Tuesday, a chance for some showers and thunderstorms and highs in the low 80s.
Sponsored by Elk & Elk, serious lawyers for serious injuries.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
Powerful storms downed trees and power lines across Indiana and Michigan on Monday. More than 400,000 customers lost power. The National Weather Service measured wind gusts as high as 60 miles per hour. Check out this stunning photo shared via Chime-In of Surprise Glacier in Alaska's Prince William Sound. According to Alaska.org, it's a great place to see calving. That's when chunks of ice break off the glacier.
For more content like this, follow the National Weather Desk on Instagram.
We love to see your school pics, and for one of our producers, her daughter's starting a whole new chapter in life today.
Check out Kaylee.
There she
This
is.
is daughter of our producer, Danielle. Here she is starting her first day of preschool. Good job, Kaylee. We're cheering you on. Of course, we'll be following all her progress. We want to see your school pictures as well. Chime them in on our website or with the ABC6 app.
Nice job with the outfit there, too, Mom.
So cute.
It's not always what you want them to wear.
That is true.
Especially when there's a schedule to be kept here. Yeah.
Well, morning recess would have been indoors today. Afternoon recess was outside, and I think recess is outside for the rest of the week. Should be beautiful each day. 81 Wednesday, 82 Thursday, 84 Friday. Low humidity, a little humid by this weekend.
Still looking good, though.
Bring the recess forecast in all the time.
Oh, yes.
We all want to know when we can take our recess here.